Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh to our brothers and sisters in our international communities. I would like to introduce you to our broadcast called Seven's Word Broadcast. We are based in Somaliland, the city called Hargeisa, and with diaspora's returnees, holla back. Welcome to our show. Please enjoy yourself, and let me show you what we got for you. Interesting topics. Fire! Holla back. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh to my brothers and sisters, to our walid, international communities. Welcome to episode 1, Seven's Word in the house.
Podcast.
Thank you, brother. Episode 1, Return of the Heroes.
I like that. That's a very, very beautiful title. What is Return of the Heroes? What does that mean?
Good question. A very good question. Please listen to me well. Our heroes, Somalilanders' heroes, Somali Numu heroes, are the people who ran away from this country in 1988 when the Civil War started. It was a very difficult time for our people. And whoever had $5 in their pocket hit not the banana boat. At that time, we took visas. We flew on airplanes. It was a big difference.
First class.
First class, furthermore. And I was 4 years old when I ended up in Germany. And I remember my grandma, Ila Rahma. I remember my family was all back here. No, they couldn't make it with us. And my mom immediately was finding ways to send money home. Immediately supporting the families in refugee camps in Ethiopia, surrounding countries, Uganda, Kenya. My cousins, Ila Rahma, my mom's sister, their family was in Kenya. It was the struggle, brother. And for me, as a Somalilander, I've been living here for 7 years now. My name is 7 as well. What a coincidence.
But it feels like you just came, yeah? 7
It
years.
feels like yesterday.
Flies very fast.
Indeed. It's like a marathon, brother. You know, this place, you have to keep going. So back to our little introduction. Why the heroes?
Return of the Heroes.
People forgot in the international community today, without the diasporas, Somaliland would be a very difficult place for the people to survive in refugee camps.
Correct.
From 88 to 96, we even got most people out the country. I remember how many family members we got to Germany, Holland, UK, Sweden. We all helped each other. And the first generation of refugees who went to Europe are the real heroes because they kept this place alive, you know? Not only that, economic-wise, a lot of people, when they came back after 96, after internally, we had the civil war inside in Somaliland as well, with who will take the power, who will have the port. There was another struggle after we got rid of Somalia. Then what it started is development. My mom sent money home. My dad sent a lot of money home. Ila Rahma, my grandma, she built her first houses.
But to the families we left behind.
Yes, the families who left behind, we supported financially. All of us, even you, every diaspora has a story to tell about this. We're not only unique here in this. Every household was in Europe was sending money home, sending equipment home, sending cars home, sending anything they can find just to support their people. And Somaliland got built by the diasporas. We built this place the way it became. Even the circular economy with buying land, selling land, building houses, everything came from diasporas. Let's be honest to each other. And I call this episode on purpose, Return of the Heroes, to remind our local communities, our brothers and sisters in the international communities, who we are and what we are. Because when I came, I was challenging. People looked at me like, wow, who is this guy? Damn, Somalilander. What else I am? First week when I came here, my dad took me to...
I remember that.
You remember?
I remember when you came, and you weren't that long in the country, and then 6 months, I believe, and then you came up with a crazy idea. I still don't quite understand it. Garanwa, they call it. There's an English word for it. What do you call it?
Prosopis.
Prosopis, yeah.
In the Western community, the market is mesquite.
Mesquite.
Let me tell you a story. When I came here, I had dreams and aspiration. I came with 6 suitcases. Half of them was for my family members. And then quickly I realized, damn, I'm not financially ready for this place because this place can get costly, you know. I was very lucky. My brother and my mom built a house for me. Alhamdulillah, thank you to you. And I had no rent to be paid. But I needed a business. I needed income, you know. I had $300 left when I decided. Karawa is prosopis. In the Western community, they call it the Tree of Life in America. You can make
Tree of Life. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
the
that.
Indians, the original natives, you can make many products out of this. Please check our website, Lender Prosopis. So what we did is... lenderprosopis.com. So what I did is, after 6 months, after 3 months actually, I met a German guy. Coolest guy, man. Thank you, Thomas. You're the man. It's like
Shout
an
out,
angel.
Thomas.
Yeah, angel sent by God, you know, Allahu Akbar. So what happened to me after 3 months, I met him, I took his number. 3 months later, I went into a little depression, a little bit down. I couldn't pay the light, I had issue, I couldn't, I had financial issues.
Life.
It was not easy, So one day I waked up, I prayed my salah, and I called Thomas. He invited me for a dinner. I put all my qualification on the table. I'm a business venture graduate from Oxford and Cambridge. Certified by Oxford and Cambridge. It was an online course that I did. And I'm an entrepreneur, I know how to make zero to everything. That's my specialty, real hustler out here. So what happened to me is I called Thomas, we meet up, and I really, not begging at all, but really trying to tell him, get me a job in your NGO. He says, nah.
Oh, he was doing NGO?
Yeah, he was the director at that time for my NGO.
Non-profit?
Yes, non-profit organization. I will not like to say the name again today. Because he's not there no more.
Not a good experience, huh?
No, it's a new leadership, and the new leadership turned a bit sour, I was okay. I had great times with Thomas.
Which happened?
So what happened is that night we had dinner together in Ambassador Hotel in Masalaha, and he said, Guled, you're an entrepreneur, you're very strong, you are a guy who can take an idea forward, I believe. He gave me the idea about mesquite and prosopis. He said, this invasive plant is everywhere, ruin our country. The longest roots in the world it has. The root is going down and going left and right. No other trees can live next to it. 7 to 35 liters each tree to drink water.
So it doesn't allow life to others.
Correct. We rely on acacia trees for our environmental and for our livestock, and these trees ruin our nation. In 30 years' time, half of Somaliland agricultural land will be covered by that tree, and half of our land, will take it all. This tree is a nature threat to our nation, to our environment. It's a serious threat where people underestimate. Ahmed?
Yeah.
So...
sorry to interrupt you. How did it come to this country? Is it native?
1964, foreign NGOs brought it to our country. It brought by foreigners to us. It didn't came naturally to our country.
I wonder why, but that's for another subject, another episode. So yeah, you went.
Sorry, I had to reposition myself.
It's okay. You have to look good.
Yeah, not only look good, you have to be on the spot. Anyways, back to the question you said, brother. Let me introduce you to this tree. Mesquite has a $4 billion industry. Mesquite is underestimated. Knowledge is not existing with this tree. So when I did my research, I fell in love with the idea. You can create animal feed from it. You can create animal feed from it. It's high protein content, 17 to 30% each 100 gram. Our country relies 70% on livestock.
Yeah,
we don't have feed. People say...
Backbone of this economy.
Yes, we don't have no animal feed production. Nowhere in Somaliland. So I see an opportunity. I'm an opportunist. So what I did is I sold my car. I bought a hammer mill, a crusher. I start running around where I live in Sheidah. There's enough prosopis, and I collect the pots. And the neighborhood knows who my family is. They called my dad, say, your son lost the plot.
So you took a risk.
Not only in the risk, your son took the...
Gamble.
Lost the plot. But I'm a believer in what I do, like marathon again. If you don't see my vision, I see my vision. And most important for entrepreneurship is to continue when it gets hard and struggle. If they don't believe in you, one day they will believe in you. I promise you, brother. So back to the story, I start collecting prosopis pots everywhere. The yellow little pots where the tree gives birth to. Prosopis karawa is all year around green. It's a very strong, resilient tree. So I start putting in a hammer mill, start producing my first animal feed, registered my company, landedprosopis.com. And then what happened is my dad called me to his house. I went to my dad, to the chief. Assalamu alaikum, Abu. And
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, my dad said to me, are you mad? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you collecting prosopis pots? What's wrong with you?
He didn't understand it.
Yeah, he didn't understand it. So I told my dad that I asked you to borrow me some money. I want to do a business. And he didn't believe in it. Watch and see. Short story. 3 months later, I got my first contract. I managed 12 villages, environmental management, got rid of the tree, trained the people how to live with the tree, because the tree has economical value called circular economy. And then 2019, I'm the winner from UNDP Sustainable Goals for Fuel and Energy. Our problem is 80% deforestation has happened to Somaliland. 80% of deforestation is happening in Somaliland. Our people still live 90% on charcoal. And we messed up our environment. We cut the trees everywhere. And these trees is living everywhere. And the tree is 2.5 times harder than oak, so it's very difficult to cut. So I came up with the idea of sustainable charcoal called green charcoal. And we are the winner of the UNDP camp 2019. And they gave me the seed money. And I was managing 12 villages for a year and a half, and all the
Managing 12?
12 villages in northern district of Hargeisa. Yeah?
Okay, sure.
So what I did is that money they was giving me, 80% I kept in the bank, and then with the money that I got from the UN, I opened my first factory, my chocolate factory.
So you mostly
my
work with NGOs?
Sorry, my second factory.
Ah.
First factory was my animal feed in Dar es Salaam. Shout out to my family who supported me and gave me a piece of land to set up my equipment and my machines. So what we did is we set up the chocolate factory, sustainable chocolate, with the first company in Somaliland. What we do is we will add a couple of links so you can read about us and what we do. And we are the persons who protect the acacia trees, replant acacia trees, get rid of the invasive plant, and we deliver to the households. 30% cheaper than anybody. It's smokeless, lasts you 50% longer. Like
I use it as well.
Thank you, brother. Like win-win situation. Most of our
Happy
hotels-
customer. I expect a discount on that one.
That homie, you know I got you. My co-host.
So you also work a lot with NGOs, international companies. I see you a lot with even diplomats. How did that come about? You're a very peculiar guy.
First of all, thank you to our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for giving me this opportunity and for making me see what I can be, you know?
The potential.
The potential. So in the end, I wake up in the morning, Allah wakes me up, I pray my salah, and I hit the roads, and I don't stop till I get my bag in, you know, brother? The hustle is, how could you describe it? You know, if you don't look for it, you don't get it in life. So the hustle is really like getting out of bed, getting in, and do something with yourself, you know? And the opportunities come through that. In the end, I have an international platform. I've been in 18 magazines in Germany, Switzerland, Österreich. We put the links in. And I've been awarded...
Links in the bio, the description.
Yeah, I've been awarded by Germany, the WHH, for the best fifth project, out of 55 officers for the best project worldwide. 2020, I got a big award given on a great platform. And what else? I was doing projects with BMZ. Angela Merkel, the previous Chancellor of Germany, African advisor, he came 2018 to my first project. First to our president, 10 in the morning, and then 12 o'clock he was with me in Torn. So through that, I had a lot of publicity. Wow. And then when I fly out the country, like I don't know what it is, it's like, alhamdulillah, you know, it keep all together. You know?
So that explains all these cars, all these Mercedes and the Beamers. MashaAllah. Man's doing good.
That was a dream of mine. You know, when I started here, I had a lot of hatred going on. A lot of people hated on me. A lot of people were jealous of me. A lot of people trying to push me out. And what I did is, you know, we don't flex or we shine, brother. And, you know,
you do your thing.
I bought 2 Mercedes. I bought convertibles. I started living my life because at the end, I deserve it, brothers. You can see in my hands, like, came from nothing, you know? Yeah. And in the same time, in this country, you know how it is, it's a status.
Into the trenches, yeah?
Yeah, back and forward. We got out of the mud, brother.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Allahu Akbar, mashallah. Nah, again, back to the seriousness. These international communities that I work with, they're interested in Somaliland for a very, very long time. I work with the Americans, I work with the British, I work with the Germans, I work with the Australians, and I own 3 other companies. We will talk about it more in details. And the whole point is, they didn't know how to enter this market. A lot of people are interested in Somaliland. A lot of people want to be here and work here. But there's a certain people of fear factor. Yeah. You know, they don't allow industries to happen in Somaliland, stuff like this, you know, and I give them the confidence and they believed in me and we're doing strong. So shout out to my partners, shout out to my international communities, shout out to my brothers who believed in me, shout out to the journey that we're doing.
Shout out to everyone.
Look, Qatar. The ruler's uncle, you know, he just sent me the permit, like, he believes in me. You know, like, it is what it is, brother, you know, mashallah.
So you're rolling with royals now, yeah?
Yeah, because everybody wants a piece of the pie. Don't forget, a $1 billion investment happening in Berbera.
True.
The Emiratis, DP World, the corridor, the free zone. And the question is who they can work with, you know? Because most people are here want quick bucks.
Wow. If you don't mind, I'm going to eat a quick...
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Cookie Times.
Cookie Times, yeah. Shout out. In the house.
In the house.
It's our favorite snacks.
Yeah. Amazing family from Dibida. First real bakery in Somaliland. And what they're doing is amazing stuff. Sorry, guys. It had to happen. Like you, Ahmed, you've been longer than me here.
Yeah.
Give me some of your stories, brother.
I've been In and out. I've done everything: sales, business,
Because when I met
NGO.
you, you was running a milk company in opposite Dermal in downtown.
You don't remember, but I met you before that. You don't remember.
Okay, remind me.
We had this little, how do you call it, car wash you used to come to. Yeah, I started together with your friend. You didn't know, yeah. I've seen you a couple of times.
What car wash?
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Blackface.
Cut that out.
You're not going to cut that out. You're going to leave that. Shout out to Blackface, our brother from Germany.
It's my uncle, yo. It's my uncle.
I can call him that. I grew
No
up with him.
disrespect
Up to my never. I grew up with him. That's my man.
I know.
Well, nobody knows who we mean here, brother, you know? It's an inside joke. So leave it in there. By the way, he's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, it's been away for a while.
I missed him a little bit, you know? I used to be in the UK. You know, when I left Germany, the last night I was with him, actually, with your uncle, you know? Look how small the world is. By the way, we both from the same hometown.
True.
Let's go.
So tell me more about this podcast, Seven's Word. What's the purpose of Seven's Word?
Okay.
What are you trying to convey?
When I started this place, I didn't have no teachers. I didn't have nobody who can show me the rope. You know, when I was in Europe, there was always somebody who can advise you and guide you. And there's a law. You know, you can Google it out and find out how to get a business license, how you can get this license, how you can make sure you don't get overcharged by the government and pay your taxes correctly and accurately. You know, all these things I had to learn really the hard way, as you've seen it by yourself. You've been through entrepreneurship in Somaliland. And what I really want to do is, a lot of people, when I come here to Somaliland, they break their hearts because they're very excited and they're happy to come on home. And then little things happen to them and challenges happen to them because some of our brothers and sisters don't want us to succeed here. And it's a bit challenging, you know? And I want to re-motivate them. Anything is possible as long as you're ready for a marathon. Because life is a marathon, brother. You come here with amazing ideas and 6-8 months later you run out of money and then you go back to your safety network. Don't do that. Allah has a journey for you. Our Creator knows what is best for us. And we are not from the West. We are Somalilander, Somali Nimo. And the biggest issue that I've seen is we grew up in the West as refugees and our parents could not really give us the rope because they're not from the West. They grew up in a different culture. True. And we lost a lot of brothers and sisters to the Western cultures, you know. And I want them to let them know. You know, I couldn't speak Somali when I come here.
Yeah, I'm always amazed how you done all of this without speaking the language, the language barrier.
Thank you.
Very impressed.
How? Again, I'm very resilient. You know, the struggle and the hardship I had in the West made me tough. You know, Allah subhanahu wrote many failures for me in the West so I can be successful where I'm from, you know? And that's why I want to tell my brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter if you're a bus driver, it doesn't matter if you're a nurse, it doesn't matter if you're a teacher, it doesn't matter if you're a criminal and be in prison. Anything can change overnight. Belief is important. And one thing I'll tell you, I have friends, recently I fought out with a good friend of mine and they talk down on me and they make me feel like I'm nothing. And at the same time, I know who we are. And you don't let this affect you. For 7 years, it didn't let it affect me nothing. Even my dad says, what's going on? Today, my dad says I'm his best child. Out of 10 boys. Out of 10 boys. One brother died on my And my dad is proud of me, you know. And I was a tough guy in the West. I was not really my favorite son of my dad, you know. I was not really that guy he appreciated, you know, because I was just a little bit tough for everything. I was a professional basketball, by the way, you know. I always been an entrepreneur. But I had this Western mentality in me. I had long hair, don't care, cornrows, you know, the cool guy. You know what I mean?
He's seen you finally reach your potential.
It's just the beginning. I don't think there's just, you know, it's not starting here. After 7 years,
journey.
My journey is starting. I feel the success coming, you know. I own 3 other companies. I would not like to talk about it today yet because we are in between.
Surprise for another day.
You know what I mean? And what we're doing is really like breaking the water for our communities in the Western that's stuck. Our brothers and sisters who live in the Western communities, we're breaking the ice for you. We know the road, we know the ropes, and we want you to know anything is possible. If you can make it here,
you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere, the way he said it.
Nice.
And belief is important. Belief is important. Even if the brother wants to change, it's important. And one of the advice I would like to give them, please, when you come to Somaliland, the first thing you should do is don't chew. That's one of the traps that happens to our communities, you know. I didn't chew for the first 4 years, and then I started chewing once a week, twice a week, and I stopped, by the way, fully now. I hate that thing. Today I've been invited by big boys to chew with them. I was laughing, remember?
Yeah.
I showed them my teeth. Nah, I would never go back to that. The whole point is, again, when you chew, you set yourself a mental trap. you set a circle of failure. And a lot of Robochuks that come to Somaliland, long hair, pants down, buying a brand new car, chewing every night. And success don't come like that. Success comes with discipline.
And hard work.
And hard work. Wake up, pray your 5 salah, believe in yourself. Don't cry about failures. The failures make you stronger. What don't kill you will make you stronger. And the point is really, 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 again, don't fear failure, brother. Failure will make you. Failure will make the difference between a loser, a waste man, and a real man. You know, because I had many days, I had no money in my pocket, you know? And now we are shining, we're doing something nobody ever did before. You know, we're reaching the highest goals, and I'm established now in Somaliland. I'm respected now in Somaliland. Nobody can say bad things about me.
Yeah,
if the haters want to talk, let them talk. Because in the end, we brush them off, they're nothing. Most of the peoples are getting payrolls, they're getting paid. I'm the man who pay the people. I'm the boss man. Nobody pays me.
You're the employer, not the employee.
Yeah. It's a big difference, you know. And alhamdulillah, I wake up and put my shoes on, choose what car to drive today because I deserved it, brother. And I struggled for it, and I cried for it. And alhamdulillah, thanks to my parents, thanks to my family, thanks to my friend.
And thanks to Allah.
Allah Akbar, yeah, mostly. Always Allah first, Allah Akbar. You know, the brother who owns the studio, a few years ago, he helped me out to pay the rent and stuff like this, you know. Like, it was tough, you know, and he believed in me, and he always said, if anybody makes this, you will it. By the way, he will be a future host of our podcast.
Inshallah.
And you will get to know us much more in this journey we want to share with you. Ahmed, it's time to tell me a bit about your journey. Now everybody knows me, but we need to know our co-host, Ahmed. You've been here 13 years?
No, 12 years.
MashaAllah.
About 12 years. It's been a long time. It feels like I was here for 3 years or something, but time flies.
Time flies, yeah.
But the funny thing is, it doesn't feel like the time's flying. Like, you can take your time here, the day is long, but yet time flies.
If you look back,
regardless,
you guys been pushing me for 2 months to do the first episode, but it feels like yesterday.
True.
like let the time be, you know. Don't worry about time.
Yeah.
Time is our asset, brother. As long as you live and you can breathe
and make the most of it.
Yeah, make the best out of it. You know what I mean? Don't be a half man, you know. Be a real man out here, you know.
Yeah.
Continue.
I've seen it all. I've been here so long. I became one of the locals, even though I don't look like one of the locals, but I understand them. I'm one of them. I can be among them, you know. So I can.
You know what I love most about the locals.
You
know what I love most about the locals, They pray their salah. They have respect for women. They have respect for the older communities, for their parents. Like my mom goes out, everybody call her Edu, like auntie. Respect for my mother. It's not like in the West where they look down on our people and our mothers, you know. I remember in England, some idiot spit at my mom and I had to fight for my mom, all this madness, you know what I mean? And the whole point is, we live in it's Islamic country, Islamic environment, and our people, mashallah, shout out to Somalilanders and Somali Nimo, they're good people. But jealousy and envy exist. True. They don't want you to get somewhere before them. But it's anywhere in the world, brother. But you know what I like about the West a little bit? You know when you buy your house, and when in the West they see you every morning go out for work. Every morning you go out for work, and then you get your mortgage. They clap you in the back, say, hey, you made it. And then you buy yourself a car. Wow, you made it. They're kind of proud of you. Here is a bit opposite. Say, how did he get that? Why him? Why not me? Allah Akbar. Allah knows best why. And most likely he worked harder than you.
I think I think it's true for everywhere around the world where there's lack of opportunities. But inshallah, we'll show them the way. You know, there's no difference between here and there. You just have to make it yourself. Like you just said, you came here with nothing.
Couldn't speak the language, didn't understand our culture, didn't understand what tribe I was, who I was. You know, I had to learn really the hardest way you can do. But that makes you who you are.
Makes
it changes you. Yeah, it builds you, it gives you charisma, you know. And in the end, it doesn't matter what the next man or next woman says about you. It doesn't matter. You know what you are and you know what you're doing and keep going for it, you know. Don't let the haters hate, man.
True. We're going to talk a lot more about these kind of topics, inshallah. More to come.
Yes, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and
everywhere.
Join this journey for us, by us, this podcast. That's my motto. And
most of all, give feedback.
Please.
Yes,
please.
Feedback.
And please, again, don't fear what is written for us. Don't fear the journey of Somaliland is a marathon. You keep going. Like Mo Farah, you don't give up. Shout out to Somaliland.
Shout out to everyone. See you to the next episode. It's me, Ahmed, Mr. 7. Till next time.
You don't know.